to everyone out there, and thank you once again for being a loyal subscriber. And as I've always done, I started with I've been taking care of the post-colonial periods of Ghana, where I look at the political context and then the state of sports, especially in Ghana. So today I'll be looking at the Third Republic. If you follow me pretty much, you will notice that last week I think I took care of the Second Republic and the state of sports. Today we'll look at the Third Republic, which is from 1979 to 1981. And then we look at the military rule that followed from 1981 to 1993. And once I'm done with this background, we would look at the various sports strategies or strategy that was chosen, that was used for the era. So as promised by Rawlings, that is Jerry John Rawlings and the Armed Forces Revolutionary Council, multi-party democracy was restored, and Dr. Hila Liman, a former diplomat, became the president of the Third Republic. And this will be short-lived, and you would see as I recount this experience. Dr. Liman won the election with a little above 50% of the parliamentary seats, that is 71 out of 140 at the time. And according to McClingen and Owusu-Ansah, 1995, they mentioned that he led Ghana to 70% inflation rate and a budget deficit of 30%. Liman actually felt uncomfortable with the existence of the AFRC. By AFRC, I mean the Armed Forces Revolutionary Council led by Rawlings, and attempted to force the retirement of its members. However, his presidency was suddenly curtailed in 1981 by the members of the AFRC who felt Liman administration was incapable of steering the affairs of government. So those he feared most actually did the unthinkable. To mark the end of the Third Republic, Rawlings assembled a new council called the Provisional National Defense Council, and this actually replaced the AFRC. I would call the Provisional National Defense Council the PNDC. So the PNDC was made up of both army officers and civilians with the aim of restoring human dignity to Ghanaians with a chance for all people, and these include farmers, workers, soldiers, the rich, the poor, and for all of them to be part of the decision-making process. Rawlings used mostly social democracy to advance and map his political strategies. Some people believe he devised populist approaches designed to reduce the emphasis on militarism, elitism, and to give greater priority to the ordinary people of Ghana. And he did this by building various structures and platforms that involve them in decision-making process, that is the ordinary Ghanaians. For instance, under his watch, he enforced the National Commission for Democracy, which is the NCD, and to establish district assemblies as local governing bodies to involve ordinary Ghanaians in the political process. Furthermore, public tribunals were established to expose corrupt public officials. Rawlings was actually hailed for this, and it was also hailed for the initiation of the Economic Recovery Program and the Structural Adjustment Program, which led to a reduced inflation from 122.2% to 10% and a change in economic growth from -5 to 4.1%. And this was between 1983 and 1987. You can read more from the IMF website data mapper. But Rawlings further promised to return the country to constitutional rule. It is, however, important to mention that Rawlings' tenure was characterized by execution of alleged corrupt public officials, and also there was also high unemployment, an abysmal exchange rate, and media censorship, poor education, and the 1981 to 1983 famine, which is very, very famous. And this was captured by Dunker 2007 and then Tan and Rockmore 2018. You can read more from these quoted references. This actually stimulated the largest mass emigration of skilled and unskilled labor in the history of Ghana. In the history of Ghana, I mean the post-colonial Ghana. This emigration was actually to neighboring countries, that is the Ivory Coast, and then to places like other countries like Nigeria. With Ghana's population increasing from 10 to 15 million from 1980 and 1990, Anefi et al. 2003, whose report is captured by the Ghana Statistical Service, mentioned that about 500,000 to 800,000, I beg your pardon, Ghanaians emigrated to Cote d'Ivoire, while about 900 to 1.2 million were in Nigeria, emigrated to Nigeria. And the unfortunate thing happened when most of them were deported to Ghana with their Ghana must go. So as most people know, the Ghana must go term came from this section. And there was also reports that about 39,000 Ghanaians emigrated to various parts of the world. So this actually maps the political background of the Third Republic and then the military rule that ensued. So now let's look at the key sports strategy adopted during this era. Basically, it was the National Sports College, Winneba, that was created during this period, and it was meant to, curtail the emigration or the migration of especially our athletes. Now let's look at what happened during this period. So the PNDC held on to the Ministry of Sports and then the SMCD Decree 54/1976, which I mentioned in the Second Republic. During this period, during the 1980s, Ghana won the 1982 African Cup of Nations held in Libya and also won bronze. And then in football at the 1992 Barcelona Summer Olympics. The success in the 1982 was short-lived due to the immigration of players and trainers from Ghana as a result of the volatile economy under the PNDC. Consequently, a number of famous and iconic football players like Abdul Karim Zito, who migrated to the US, UAE, and Egypt to play football. Abedi Ayew Pele, very famous soccer player in Ghana. He also went to Qatar, Switzerland, Benin, and France. And Anthony Yeboah, who went to Germany and later to England. And also Neodate Lamte to Belgium, and as well as to other places. All these names I mentioned are very famous in Ghana, and they sign up to foreign football teams. In response to this migration of athletes or players, the Sports SMCD Decree 54 of 1976, the National Sports College, Winneba, was actually created under the SMCD Decree 54 1976. It was actually created in 1984 under the Provision National Defense Council regime to specifically train, equip, and foster retention of sports coaches, administrators, and the youth in Ghana. So basically, this is it. And this is the Second Republic and what transpired. And as I always say, the past is as relevant to the present, and that a combination of these two is important to predict future occurrences. On that note, I want to thank you for being loyal and listening to me. I hope this provides some education to you so far as Ghana sports is concerned. I look forward to providing you more details in the Fourth Republic. Thank you so much for being so loyal, and see you in the Fourth Republic. Bye.